Hello and welcome to episode number 18 of Geek Girl TV. I'm your Geek Girl host, Eve Park, the girl who this week is soaking up the sun while it's still free. This week, Lael, my Geek Girl cohort, and I head to the park to do a somewhat less than scientific comparison between the Nerf Maverick Rev 6 and the Think Geek Black Cyclone. But first, we had to unbox the Cyclone.
Tight sweaters and blue jeans, that's what Debbie wore. I remember her clothes piled up in the middle of the floor. But that was back in high school when I had a great physique.
Rather noisy too. We attempted to compare the Office arsenal on distance, accuracy, and power. So let's head to the park and check it out. We tested for distance in a variety of different ways. Although the Black Cyclone was prone to misfire, occasionally pulling down and to the right, when it worked, it flew a good 5 to 10 feet farther than the Nerf dart.
Oh, I don't know what happened. Now she's running with the geek.
Our accuracy tests were actually quite inaccurate. Not a single Cyclone projectile flew through the tire. But in the gun's defense, and in defense of our barrel cam operator, the gun performed much better during unfilmed indoor testing. I believe that the subtle breeze was enough to drive the whirling blades seriously off course. The Nerf weapon was far more consistent, indoors and out. The power test was even more ill-conceived than the accuracy test. The idea was that we would hit an object point blank, and then we would compare the average distance that that object was flung for each gun. While this worked quite reliably for the Nerf weapon, the Cyclone always sent the keg cup spinning and rolling off to the left, not giving us a chance to clearly measure the forward momentum of the projectile. I don't have any scientific tools or anything, so maybe you have a better idea how I can measure the force of these very different guns using just household objects, or officehold objects. Let me know at geekgirl@clevermedia.com if you have any suggestions. Whew, now we got that very important scientific study out of the way. Let's go play in the park.
Well, if I enroll in computer school, then she'd remember me. And I would know the difference between a Mac and a PC. If I could be a geek, I'd drive a worthless car and wear a plastic pen protector.
geekgirl@clevermedia.com. I hope you remember last week, because it was only a week ago, that I talked about the Think Geek Snowbot. Remember? Monkeys, I need you to think of a holiday decoration. How about a USB-powered Santa? Cylon! How about a snowman with robot arms? No, how about a Cylon? USB with a spring-loaded cord. That's thinking geeky. Brilliant! Spring-loaded USB snowman Cylon with robot arms. Make it happen! Anyway, I got a comment about it from John Fraser, who works at Think Geek. John writes, "Hey, thanks for the cool Snowbot review. Your depiction of the meetings involved in the creation of the Snowbot are eerily accurate. I want to know your source." That is so cool. What else is cool is that the monkeys at Think Geek are watching me. Are you guys all watching? Hello? A special shout out to my viewers at Think Geek. This vlogging thing rocks. My next comment comes from Jeff. Jeff writes, "I'm not sure how you chose what you review from Think Geek, but check out what they did for my living room." Jeff goes on to say, "The great thing about you is that you probably even know what is on my TV." Well, of course, that looks like the center speaker to your 5.1 surround sound system. Just kidding, I know what you meant. And the answer to your question is very simple. It's because I happen to have a Snowbot, and I don't have Space Invaders wall graphics, as you can see. I'm trying to show stuff that I actually own from now on. But thanks for showing in your picture because they are pretty cool, and this way they've made it on the show. If anyone else has any swag they'd like to show the world, send it in. World of Warcraft. Jeff also sends us our World of Warcraft tip for the week. Listen to your teammates and use your map on battlegrounds to coordinate attacks. It does no good to attack a location on the map by yourself. Even if you kill everyone there, opponents will likely respawn before you can take the target. Attack in groups or you are wasting your time. That is so true. Always use your minimap. To open your minimap in a battleground, I think you shift-click the little Horde or Alliance symbol next to your map. Thanks, Jeff. That's great advice. I always communicate with your team members. So point your player in the direction of the action, hit auto run, which is numlock, and type in incomings or unguarded flags. And if you can't type and play at the same time, make your very best effort to at least read what's going on with everyone else and participate in the group effort. On TV. I just wanted a quick touch base with you about television again. If it is possible to be any more disappointed in Battlestar Galactica, I am. The last episode where Admiral Adama is seeing his ex-wife and like imagining she's talking to him all the time, kind of the way Gaius Baltar is seeing Six all the time. Where I think they're going with this is that they're trying to explain finally the whole Baltar Six thing using Admiral Adama as a foil. I don't know about you, but I was still holding out, hoping that Baltar's hallucinations was some creepy sci-fi thing in reality. But in fact, it seems like it's just some artsy-fartsy way of saying that we empathize with the people we love so much that we can imagine what they would say if they were here, even when they're not. Next, if it was possible to love heroes anymore, I do. I'm still clinging to the hope that the season finale of Heroes has in store a Siler Peter smackdown of super proportions. People kept telling me that it's not that kind of superhero show, that it's more of a drama. But this last action-packed episode gives me hope. I gotta go now, but as usual, send feedback, suggestions, and comments to geekgirl@clevermedia.com.
Some of the music provided on this episode was from the Poncho Podsafe Music Network. If you enjoyed Rick Seberg's If I Could Be a Geek, please support the artist by following his link in the show notes.
I could be the kind she wants to keep if I could be a geek.